Go! 8 seconds. Time.
Jaron with Crawford said.
Well, Boots is a tremendous talented guy. He's proven that he belongs in the top echelon, very strong, you know, knows boxing. He's going to be a force to reckon with.
We had Roy Jones on the show. Roy Jones spoke so highly of him, dog. Which fighter present day you see a lot of yourself in?
Boots Ennis. You ever seen Boots fight?
Boots,
Jordan?
yeah, Billy.
Boots a bad boy. Boots shows a lot of my stuff.
That's my man. I got him when I was sitting in the front row.
Got a lot of respect for you. We coming. That's what you told me.
This fight is about to blow up because a 23-year-old phenom just called out the most dangerous man in boxing. He's not just calling him out. He's promising to outbully the bully, and the entire boxing world is absolutely losing its mind over it.
Love.
No, that's my man. I like him.
Yeah.
I said, you look real small right now. You look real small right now. You look a little bony, you know what I'm saying? Look a little bony. He never seen nobody like me. I'm different, and he gonna see firsthand. And he know I'm different, and he gonna see, you know.
No, for sure. This is the fight. This is the fight. After I win June 27th, there's no doubt. I'm the biggest name at 154, and that's what I'm here to prove. I'm here to prove myself right once again. I've been saying it throughout the years. Now I gotta prove it, like I've been proving it for 23.
Jaron Boots Ennis, the undefeated wrecking machine, is stepping into the ring absolutely convinced he's on another level. He believes his greatest strength isn't just one killer punch or a slick defense. It's his terrifying adaptability. Boots can switch stances on a dime, box defensively with the best of them, then suddenly turn into an aggressive brawler, applying relentless pressure that suffocates opponents. He's got multiple fighting styles in his arsenal, ready to unleash whatever it takes to counter any opponent who dares step to him. For Ennis, June 27th isn't just another fight, it's his coronation.
At age and experience.
I mean, I'm for sure I've been around the block. You know, I've seen everything. What difference between me and him, there's so many fighters that fight like him or in this boxing game, whether it's in a regular or in a real fight, a real professional fight, amateur fight, sparring. I seen him many times. He never seen nobody like me. I'm different, and he gonna see firsthand. And he know I'm different, and he gonna see. You know.
What makes you different in your opinion? Can you tell us?
I'm just different at all aspects of the game. You know, I could do everything. I could box. I could bang, pressure fight, whatever. I can, you know, whatever you want.
But here's the kicker. Xander Zayas, the 23-year-old rising star, couldn't care less about Ennis' undefeated record or his reputation as a destroyer. In fact, Zayas says he's ready to do the unthinkable, outbully the bully himself. He sees that kind of fearless mentality as the line in the sand, the one thing that separates true champions from the endless stream of contenders. Zayas didn't stop there. He threw a direct shot at Ennis' career path, pointing out that he became a unified champion in just 23 fights, while Ennis needed 35 to achieve the same status. To Zayas, that's not just a number. It's a glaring sign that Ennis spent years padding his record against lesser competition, while he, Zayas, was already stepping up against real threats. At only 23, Zayas sees himself as the biggest, most legitimate test Ennis has ever faced. This isn't about how many fights you've had, Zayas argues. This is about proving that quality triumphs over quantity every single time.
I give you speed, I give you power, I can be slick when I want to. I can do whatever I want in this ring, and they're gonna see firsthand. They're gonna see firsthand. Yo, I can't wait, yo. I really can't. Yeah, I really can't wait, cause I'm really about to show them. It's really like levels to this game, and I'm gonna show.
And he's of course fired right back at Zayas' bullying accusations. He quickly clarified that his intense demeanor isn't some act or an attempt to psychologically dominate his opponents. It's just who he is. It's authentic. His focus, he says, is solely on winning championships, denying any attempt to big brother Zayas or play mind games. And he's even suggested that Zayas might be overthinking the whole situation, subtly implying that his young opponent is already feeling the pressure, and that Ennis is already gaining a significant psychological advantage without even trying.
Versus Ortiz, like, who was the tougher test in your opinion? Who got you, all right, this is going to be this is going to be a tough one for me? Who did you feel was going to bring it more?
Who was gonna bring it more?
Yeah, like Ortiz or him?
I mean, Ortiz is a pressure fighter, so Ortiz is gonna bring it more. Skill wise, I think Xander might be a little bit better because he can do a little bit more. Xander, you know what you're getting from Virgil,
right?
Just straightforward. And Xander, Xander he can box a little bit and he'll come forward sometimes. It depends, but when he get in front of me, all that gonna change.
Yeah.
Furthermore, Xander Zayas just dropped another bombshell. He stated point blank that he has zero interest in protecting a perfect record. This isn't about staying undefeated for him. It's about proving he is, without a doubt, the absolute best fighter in the world. And to do that, you have to take on the toughest challenges available. Zayas sees too many fighters in the sport today dodging real risks, carefully picking opponents, and he flat-out refuses to be one of them. For Zayas, Jaron Ennis isn't just another name. He's the biggest name in the division right now, the ultimate measuring stick. And Zayas believes the timing couldn't be more perfect. With promoters finally starting to work together more openly in the sport, he feels the stars have aligned for this fight to happen exactly when it needs to. For Zayas, waiting isn't an option. The moment to make a statement to truly change the landscape of boxing is already here.
He thinks he's the bully, and that's about it. But it doesn't matter to me if he likes me or he doesn't like me.
No, I'm not saying like, but so you think he thinks he can bully you?
He might think that.
Yeah.
I think I could bully him. I think I will bully him. But that's the way we're supposed to think as fighters, I'm better than him. The same thing, I feel like he thinks he's better than me. And there's only one way to find out. That's Saturday night.
One thing that people have said about him throughout like the last few years, like they've wanted him to take that leap and fight those big fights. Do you think he has avoided those big fights? Or do you think the stars just haven't aligned for him?
Well, it took him 35 fights to become unified. It took me 23. If you see his first 23 fights, he was fighting guys that were trying to pay a child support. I was fighting guys trying to win, trying to dethrone me, trying to get me away from my goals and what I wanted to accomplish. So I don't know if stars wasn't aligning for him or if he was avoiding those guys. But at 23, I'm his biggest challenge. He's 28. At 23, what was he?
Now listen to this part. Jaron Ennis himself admitted that as he got older, making the 147-pound welterweight limit became an increasingly brutal struggle. He believes his decision to finally move up to the 154-pound division was not just timely, but perhaps even long overdue. While he never quite achieved undisputed status at welterweight, he still secured unified and lineal titles, along with the coveted Ring magazine belt, solidifying his legacy there. But that's in the past. Now in the super welterweight division, Ennis is absolutely determined to dominate. His goal is crystal clear: win all available belts and become the undisputed king of 154 pounds. He sees this new division as his to conquer, his destiny to fulfill.
Trying to bully him. Is that a tactic?
I'm trying to bully him?
Yeah. Like you're trying, like your vibe, your presence. That's what he said.
Yo, this is me all day, every day. Like this, I ain't trying to bully nobody. Man. I'm here to take them belts from me, and that's what I'm going to do.
You don't try to like big brother him?
Nah.
That's not a tactic. So what does he feel?
No, I don't. He must be in his own head because I don't know what he talking about.
So when you hear this stuff, does it give you confidence? Like, oh, if he's in his own head, I'm already beating this guy. Okay, all right.
Despite the trash talk and the high stakes, Jaron Ennis also gave Xander Zayas his due respect. He acknowledged that Zayas is, without question, one of the most complete and polished fighters in the entire 154-pound division. Ennis sees the skill, the well-rounded game, the undeniable talent. But then he immediately pivots. He doesn't see anyone who can actually match what he brings to the table. Ennis is convinced his speed, his raw strength, and his vastly superior experience are operating on an entirely different level, a level that Zayas has simply never faced before. No matter how sharp, how calculated, or how skilled his opponent might be, Ennis trusts his own innate talent to rise above it all. In his mind, the difference in class will be glaringly obvious the very moment that first bell rings.
On it now.
Because why not now? I feel like everybody's so afraid to putting their record on the line or to put their belts on the line. I'm considered the best. Like, I want to consider myself the best in the sport. I gotta fight the best. I gotta beat the best, and to do that is the way to do it. So, Boots Ennis is one of the biggest names in the division right now. So why not now?
I love that because I feel like this is a problem in boxing, but it's starting to change a little bit. Like Ryan Garcia taking that Tank Davis fight. I know Canelo took the Floyd fight about over a decade ago, but more often than not, we don't see youngsters say, hey, let me go for it now, right? Some of the Cuban fighters have done it recently, but you know what? I feel like so do you think it's starting to change? Do you think this is starting to become a thing?
I feel like it's a lot easier now than it was before. Negotiating, like, talks are a bit easier now than they are before. Obviously, now that Top Rank, Matchroom, Golden Boy are all under the same umbrella, I think it should be.
Wait, it gets worse for Ennis. Legendary fighter Gabe Rosado broke down the defensive contrast between these two men, and his insights are absolutely critical. Rosado noted that Xander Zayas primarily uses his intelligent footwork to stay out of harm's way, constantly moving, making himself a difficult target, and avoiding clean contact. Jaron Ennis, on the other hand, relies much more heavily on his incredible reflexes. While those reflexes are often phenomenal, his style tends to involve keeping his hands lower than traditional defensive fighters, leaving him open to sharper, more direct shots. Rosado pointed out that while both guys inevitably get hit in a fight, Ennis takes significantly cleaner, more impactful punches more often because of his high-risk, high-reward approach. This could be a major vulnerability.
At 147. How was that on the body, kind of constantly having to cut to that weight?
I mean, I feel like it got harder as I got older, you know, and you gotta just be more. I feel like it got harder as I got older, but I feel like I moved at the right time. I say that, and it was a perfect time, and I probably should have moved up, you know, but I was down there trying to get these belts and be undisputed, you know. That was one of my goals, you know, but I was still able to be, you know, unified and lineal champ, and I got the Ring magazine, so that's a major belt at 147. So I was happy with that, and now at 154, I'm here to take over this division, you know, collect every last belt and be undisputed at 154.
Now listen to this part. Eddie Hearn, the powerhouse promoter, did not hold back when discussing Xander Zayas' decision to take this fight. He openly admitted that he still finds it genuinely surprising that a 23-year-old superstar, a fighter with a perfect record and a clear path to easier world titles, would willingly choose to face the most dangerous, most avoided fighter in the entire division. Hearn gave Zayas full unequivocal credit for stepping up to the plate, calling his bravery exactly what boxing desperately needs right now. He made it abundantly clear that if Zayas pulls off this monumental upset, he will literally bow down and crown him the new young king of boxing. But then came the brutal honesty. Hearn doesn't see that happening. He fully expects Jaron Ennis to claim the throne in a devastating, undeniable fashion.
Do you think Xander Zayas is actually the harder test than Virgil Ortiz?
I think he's a solid fighter. I say it's just a bigger fight because he got two belts. He got the WBO and the WBA. Virgil had a name, so I would say this fight is a little bit bigger because he got the two belts. I think he do have a little bit more tools to his game than Ortiz. You know, he's a solid fighter, but come June 27th, them belts come back home.
Max Kellerman then dropped a truth bomb, making a crucial point that Xander Zayas, despite all his talent and titles, has never truly been crowned a true champion in any division. He's been a unified champion, yes, but a win over Jaron Ennis could change his entire legacy forever. With the prestigious Ring magazine belt currently sitting vacant at 154 pounds, this isn't just another fight on the schedule. This is Zayas' golden opportunity to finally claim something real, something that screams undisputed elite. As for Ennis, while he may carry a Ring magazine belt from his welterweight days, the uncomfortable truth is he's never faced the kind of top-tier opposition, the truly defining challenges that etch a fighter's name into history as a true generational champion. For both men, Saturday night isn't about protecting perfect records or chasing rankings. It's about finally proving, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they truly belong at the very top of the sport.
His legs, he doesn't have to move his head because he gets out of the range.
That gets hit a lot though, too.
But I think Boots gets hit a little more flush, just because Boots has a style that he relies on the reflex. His hands are not up. So Zayas has his hands up. Boots is more here with it, where that's why he gets hit flush. But I know the grind, that ruggedness, man, and Boots grew up into that, man. He's a dog. He has all the skills, but if he gotta bite down, he will bite down. So he's really that dude. He's really he's the epitome of a Philadelphia fighter.
In yet another interview, Eddie Hearn, clearly emotionally and financially invested in Jaron Ennis as boxing's next global superstar, hailed this bout as a potential Fight of the Year candidate and a career highlight among his U.S. promotions. He sees this fight as a pivotal make-or-break moment of truth for Ennis, a chance to solidify his standing as a pay-per-view attraction. Hearn also doubled down on his praise for Zayas, calling the 23-year-old superstar's incredible willingness to challenge the division's toughest opponent a testament to his ambition and a clear demonstration of his championship mettle. Hearn knows this is a massive risk for Zayas, but a huge reward for boxing.
This fight was amazing. We paid up, we got the fight, but we needed to deliver a big fight, and we did it in big style. But you have to respect Xander. Like, I'm sitting here today, you know, we were talking off camera. I'm still a little bit nervous and confused as to why this guy's taking the fight and how he's so confident. And you got to give him unbelievable props. He's 23. He's a superstar of boxing. He could have fought anybody. But he chose, in my opinion, the best and most dangerous guy in the division to prove he's the best. Hats off, Mr. Zayas. This is what we need in boxing. And by the way, if you win, I'll bow down to you in that ring and I'll say you are the new young king of boxing. But I don't think so. I think you're going to see the new king of boxing being Jaron Boots Ennis, and I think you're going to see it in the most devastating fashion.
But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Shady McCoy, a respected voice in the sport, found himself caught squarely between loyalty and cold, hard logic when breaking down this matchup. He openly admitted that both fighters are absolutely loaded with raw talent, charisma, and skill. But then came the caveat: neither has truly been tested against the absolute elite of the sport. This, McCoy argues, makes this fight a genuine leap into the complete unknown for both men. Based purely on what he's seen, McCoy believes Ennis is the more dangerous fighter, possessing a style that is incredibly difficult, perhaps even impossible to fully prepare for.
Zayas so far has a belt, or has belts. He's never been the champion of any division. By the way, never come close. But if he beats Boots Ennis, he will, because the title's vacant at 54, Ring Magazine. The reason, everybody, I've always honored Ring Magazine championships, and I should go look at my Twitter from 25 years ago, I was saying this. Their championship policy is such that if you unify all the sanctioning body belts, you're the ring champ. So now they've co-opted the legitimacy of the sanctioning bodies. If not, if you're the #1 ranked guy at Ring and you fight the #2 ranked guy and the title's vacant, you become champ. You have to really be the champion. But at 54, Mike, it's vacant. And if he beats Boots, he'll be closer to actually being the champion of the division. Same thing with Boots. Even though Boots has a welterweight ring championship, he's never really beaten anybody.
They're both in the same, yeah.
For both these guys, they'll be as close as they...
And get this, Tim Bradley, never one to hold back, gave his brutally honest take on the fight, predicting it could spiral into a complete massacre in the second half. He didn't mince words, calling Boots Ennis ferocious, a nightmare of speed, power, and elite athleticism. Bradley pointed out that Ennis is just as dangerous from both orthodox and southpaw stances, making him a truly unsolvable puzzle for any opponent. In Bradley's blunt, uncompromising opinion, Xander Zayas doesn't stand a chance. Not a single one.
It's definitely the fight of the year. I think it's probably one of the best fights we've ever promoted in the US, and we've had the pleasure of doing some big ones, but, you know, Boots is a guy that we're heavily invested in, particularly emotionally, as well as financially. And I really believe in my heart of hearts that he's the next big star of not just American boxing, but world boxing. So this is the moment where we actually get to find out. And, you know, I think I'm not nervous by Xander's confidence, but I respect him a lot because I think what he's doing is incredible for boxing. You know, you've got a 23-year-old kid who is becoming a superstar of the sport, who basically wants to gamble against kind of like the bogeyman of the division, and because he believes he's the best.
But wait, there's more from Bradley. He did acknowledge that Xander Zayas is no ordinary fighter. This isn't some club-level opponent. Zayas is sharp, calculated, and knows exactly how to shut down an opponent's rhythm with smart, intricate footwork and clever clinching. He's a technician. But in the very same breath, Bradley made it crystal clear that all that craftiness, all that technical skill, might not be enough when you're standing across from someone who is just as tall as you, significantly quicker to the punch, and hits twice as hard. He issued a stark warning. Zayas could be walking headfirst into an absolute nightmare if he genuinely believes technical skill alone will carry him through this storm. Bradley is fully convinced Ennis will take complete control of this fight, and he doesn't see Zayas surviving the full distance. Period.
Same boat where like a lot of talent, hasn't fought a lot of great competition, but people can see that these guys are the next ones to do it, right? And then Max, I gotta say, Max is not lying. He's always been for the ring belt. He was even back in the days when Rocky was fighting Drago. You said that on their air, so that's just not lying. But my biggest thing with this fight is this: when I watch him, and I love Xander, that's my boy. But the eye test shows me that I think Boots is just better. Just better, right? And I
this
think
is tough for Shady because on the one hand, Xander's his boy. On the other hand, you got a brother out of Philly.
I mean,
that's like in his heart. That is.
And another thing is like people keep talking about experience. I think the experience goes out the window. They both from the same boat as far as experience and the guys that they fought. This is gonna be hard though because Boots, you know what you see. You know what you see when you watch him.
Now listen to this part. Sean Porter, another former world champion, leans heavily towards Jaron Ennis, primarily because of his blistering speed. He acknowledged that Ennis is incredibly fast with both single shots and combinations, a true blur in the ring. But Porter, ever the astute analyst, also made it clear that Xander Zayas is no slouch in the speed department either. He sees a genuine opening, a pathway for Zayas to use his jab effectively, flicking it out, doubling it up, and potentially catching Ennis with clean, impactful shots. Porter pointed out a crucial detail. Ennis often leaves his head exposed, a habit that could give Zayas the precise chance he needs to land, build momentum, and potentially shift the entire dynamic of the fight.
Shit, this might be a massacre. You know, I'm saying second half of the fight. Yeah, man. Yeah, Boots is ferocious. He's ferocious, man. I've been watching him all day long. I've been watching him. I watch Xander ass. I'm telling you, I put in a lot of time studying this shit. For real. And with that speed, that power, that athleticism, that Boots got, that IQ that he got, and the fact he can do it both sides, and he equal on both sides, just as deadly on both sides. Come on, man. Come on. Damn, Xander ain't got a damn
On the other hand, Emiliano Vargas, himself a rising star, gave Xander Zayas immense credit for daring to risk his belts and his undefeated record against a monster like Jaron Ennis. Vargas called it daring to be great, a testament to Zayas' championship aspirations. He openly admitted he's incredibly proud of Zayas and genuinely wants to see him win this fight. But Vargas, with his own ambitions burning bright, quickly pivoted, making it clear that he plans to outshine both asterisk men on fight night. For Vargas, this isn't just a supporting act. This is a moment he's been waiting for, a chance to steal the show.
Thing about Xander, man. Xander, like, he's smart. He's a smart fighter. He is. Very technically and tactically sound. Like, he'll step in and tie your ass up and don't let you get nothing back, right? You know, he'll do that often. He'll use his legs, right? To terminate anything that's coming back at him. Yeah, he got that ability. But when you got somebody that's just as long, reaches you, that's faster than you, that's stronger than you, it's hard to stop that, man. It's hard to stop that, for real. Anyways, I'm going Boots. It's finna be, oof. Man.
So there you have it. The stage is set for an explosive, unforgettable clash of young champions at the iconic Barclays Center. Xander Zayas has earned the respect of the entire boxing world for daring to take this fight, risking everything against the division's biggest threat. Jaron Ennis, meanwhile, is absolutely determined to prove once and for all that he is the undisputed king of 154 pounds, a force beyond measure. Analysts are deeply split, their predictions ranging from overwhelming, decisive knockouts to brutal, tactical wars that go the distance. Both fighters have made it clear. They are ready to leave absolutely everything they have in that ring. When the first bell rings, all the talk, all the predictions, all the hype will be silenced. Only one man will walk out with the belts, his hand raised in victory, forever solidifying his legacy. The other will carry the brutal lessons of a hard-fought night into the rest of his career, forever changed. This isn't just a fight. This is a crossroads for two of boxing's brightest stars. So here's my question for you. Drop it in the comments below. Who walks out the king? Is it the fearless challenger, Zayas, or the undeniable destroyer, Ennis? If this breakdown helped you understand what's really going on, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and smash that notification bell because things are about to get even crazier. I'll see you in the next one.
About speed, and I think that while Boots is one punch fast and he's three punch fast. He's combination fast too. But Xander ain't slow. So there's the opportunity,
especially on his feet.
There's the opportunity of Boots just kind of having his head out there, and Xander, flicking that jab out there and catching him with it.
Not loading up.
Flicking the double jab and catching him with that. You know what I mean? Doing something to force Boots to move it.
But let's pull back the curtain and peek into the war rooms. What are the strategists whispering in their fighters' ears? For Jaron Ennis, his corner is undoubtedly drilling one key message: controlled chaos. They know Boots has the speed and power to overwhelm almost anyone, but against a cerebral technician like Zayas, unbridled aggression without purpose could lead him into traps. Expect Ennis' team to emphasize cutting off the ring, forcing Zayas off his back foot, and disrupting that intricate footwork Rosado highlighted, preventing Zayas from establishing his rhythm. They'll be looking for those moments when Zayas commits, even slightly, to unleash devastating counterpunches and combinations, taking advantage of Ennis' natural ability to switch stances and attack from unexpected angles. It's about precision striking within a storm of pressure, making every shot count, and ensuring Zayas feels the weight of every single one.
My hat goes out to Xander. I mean, he's putting his 2 belts on the line. Boots is all, reward, not really risk. I mean, I feel like Xander has everything to lose, but he also wants to dare to be great. So I'm proud of him, and I'm a winner. I want to see him win. So, crazy experience. Obviously, now we're headlining in New York, and, I couldn't be more happy for him and for myself as well.
On the other side of the locker room, Zayas' corner, knowing the monumental task ahead, will be preaching discipline above all else. Their strategy likely revolves around frustrating Ennis, forcing him to overcommit, and making him pay for every instance he drops his hands or leaves an opening. We can expect Zayas to employ feints, subtle shifts, and lateral movement to keep Ennis guessing, preventing him from setting his feet for those concussive power shots. The jab, as Porter noted, will be paramount, not just for scoring, but for gauging distance, breaking Ennis' posture, and creating angles for follow-up hooks and uppercuts. Zayas' team will have meticulously studied Ennis' tendencies, looking for patterns in his aggression, and will have a game plan designed to exploit those vulnerabilities, turning Ennis' ferocity against him. This isn't just about winning rounds. It's about systematically dismantling the perception of Ennis' invincibility, one calculated move at a time, and proving that intelligence can conquer raw force. This fight isn't just about who lands more punches. It's about who dictates the pace, who controls the real estate in the center of the ring, and crucially, who can consistently land the asterisk-telling shots that disrupt the other's rhythm. Ennis thrives on overwhelming his opponents, breaking them down mentally and physically with unrelenting pressure. His ability to switch from orthodox to southpaw seamlessly means he's constantly presenting a new set of problems, making it incredibly difficult for Zayas to set his feet and anticipate incoming fire. But Zayas has shown an uncanny ability to weather storms, to adapt mid-fight, and to turn aggressive moments from his opponents into opportunities for counters. He possesses a strong, educated body attack that could pay dividends in the later rounds, potentially slowing Ennis down and making him more susceptible to headshots. The momentum swings in this fight could be absolutely breathtaking, a psychological tug-of-war where every exchange, every step, and every feint carries immense weight. Can Zayas withstand the early onslaught and force Ennis to fight a longer, more measured fight, perhaps exposing that brutal struggle Ennis mentioned making weight? Or will Ennis' raw power and volume simply be too much for Zayas to consistently deflect, ultimately leading to the kind of late-round stoppage Bradley envisions? And what if this fight, against all predictions of a knockout, actually goes the distance? The scoring will be fascinating. Ennis, with his flashy combinations and clear power advantage, often makes his work look more impactful, potentially swaying judges with highlight reel moments. His ability to score knockdowns or hurt opponents could overshadow Zayas' more subtle work. But Zayas, the technician, will be aiming for cleaner, more precise work, boxing from the outside, picking his shots, and perhaps even dominating rounds with his superior footwork and defensive mastery. He'll be looking to frustrate Ennis, to make him miss, and to land those crisp, clean counters that score points and demonstrate ring generalship. Will the judges favor Ennis' aggression and damage, or Zayas' craft and ring generalship? This isn't just a physical battle. It's a strategic chess match designed to impress 3 individuals at ringside, each with their own interpretation of what constitutes winning a round. Every clinch, every counter, every movement will be scrutinized, making the scorecard a potential battlefield in itself, where the smallest detail could tip the decision one way or the other, leaving fans debating for weeks. Beyond the technical aspects and the strategic blueprints, there's an underlying human element that could prove decisive: the chin and the recovery. While Gabe Rosado highlighted Ennis' tendency to take cleaner shots, the real question is how well he absorbs them, and how quickly he recovers if he's genuinely hurt. Does Zayas possess the one-punch power to truly rattle Ennis, or will it be accumulation that slowly breaks him down? Conversely, Zayas, for all his defensive prowess, has never faced a puncher with Ennis' speed and variety. How will his chin hold up under the relentless, multi-angle assault that Ennis is known for? And if Zayas does get clipped, does he have the mental fortitude and physical resilience to shake off the damage and continue executing his game plan? This isn't just about who lands first. It's about who can endure, who can bite down, and who can still think clearly when the fight inevitably descends into a brutal, gut-check war. The fighter who proves to have the stronger chin and the quicker recovery will undoubtedly hold a massive advantage when the fight reaches its most violent, critical junctures.